Hello YouTube, B3 here back with another kicking action figure review. And we have a nice little figure set here today. It is the Diamond Select Godzilla Minimates Series 1 set. So yeah, you know, Godzilla Minimates come in 4-pack. There's this pack that comes with Showa Mothra, Showa Gigan, Godzilla, and Titanosaurus. I can only assume that the Godzilla is Showa as well. Yeah, so really neat set. Very glad I picked them up. Minimates are actually neat little figures. I think they're kind of expensive though. You can get this set for 20 bucks. Most Minimates come in like, lots of Minimates, they come in multi-packs, like 2 or 4 packs. A 2-pack would be like $7.64, I think is what I saw 2 packs at Toys R Us. There are lots of Toys R Us exclusive Minimates also. Which is dope. I saw a Spider-Gwen Iron Spider 2-pack one today, and I kind of want it. But I have to resist the temptation to get into Minimates. Godzilla Minimates only, that's what I've told myself. But the set after this one has another Godzilla who's an Atomic Breath Godzilla with blue spines and a breath effect piece. It also comes with Jet Jaguar, Hedorah, and Showa Mechagodzilla, which is pretty dope. And then the next set, coming out the month I'm filming this review, which is February. I don't know if I'll have it up this month, but I probably will. This month we're getting another pack with Burning Godzilla, which is, I knew was coming, Burning Godzilla, if they were going to make the next pack. Megalon, thank God. I don't have a single Megalon figure, so I'll finally have a Megalon figure, and I'll have the entire monster cast of Godzilla vs. Megalon in Minimate form, which is awesome, because I have a Jet Jaguar, Gigan, and Godzilla here. That set will also come with a Heisei Rodan. I'm pretty sure the Rodan's Heisei. I don't think it's Fire Rodan, though, is the thing. It looks kind of brown in the pictures, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen a picture of it in a while. And 2 Mothra Larvae. So 2 Mothra Larvae, I guess they count that as one figure, which makes sense because there's not much to the Mothra Larvae figures. But that pack's going to have 5 figures in it for what I believe to be the same price. So that is incredibly awesome. But we're going to focus on pack 1 today. I already reviewed pack 2. Oddly enough. Well, I reviewed these guys, and then the review got deleted when my hard drive crashed. So I reviewed the second one, uploaded it, and I never re-reviewed these guys. So I'm going to redo that review right now. And each one's pretty cool. All the biped kaiju have pretty much the same articulation. Side to side on the head, as you can see on Titanosaurus here. You got that up and down on the arm, forward and back. Oop, almost popped the arm out of the joint there trying to rotate it. Might be. And then you got elbow bend. Pretty decent elbow bend too. And a rotation. Their hands are also designed to hold things, because Minimates kind of encourages mixing and matching parts. Which I guess is more of a thing for kids, but at the same time, these seem to be mostly geared towards adult collectors, which I'm not sure if that's odd or cool. And the legs, they go in and out, as you can see. Kind of got some forward and back, knee bend, some little movement right there, and then a rotation on the foot. And each one of these Godzilla Minimates comes with a little clear stand, which is pretty cool. So, you know, I just leave him on the stands. Helps keep him from falling over in the display. Lots of stuff falls over here in my hobby shed because cows will scratch their backs on it, which sucks. But yeah, so we're gonna push those kaiju out of the way. Gigan doesn't have the wrist swivel, by the way. I figured that was worth mentioning. Gigan does not have the wrist swivel because of his claws. But here's Mothra, very Showa Mothra. I really like it. And she's made differently. That's the body and this is the head, how the head would be. But this is like a cover you would slip over an actual Minimate head. So it's kind of like a hat, almost, the way they designed this Mothra. But I think they designed her pretty well. The wings can rotate like that. You can get a little bit of flapping out of them, but if you do too much, it'll pop off, which is no big deal because these figures are designed to come apart, as I said, so you can pop them right back together. The abdomen rotates, which is pretty cool. You got side to side on the head, up and down on the head. You know, you can pretty much just turn the head however you want also. You don't even have to turn the actual head. You can just turn the Mothra quote-unquote mask, so to speak. And she has her own stand that kind of plugs into her belly right here, which is cool. So you can have her flying. It's a little flight stand. But yeah, now let's go into detail and paint. Since we're holding Mothra, we'll just head on into her. She has very pretty blue eyes. Looks pretty much just like Mothra did in Godzilla vs. the Thing, or, you know, this standalone Mothra movie. Not the Rebirth of Mothra movies, just Mothra. But I love the pattern on the wings. Looks very nice. The abdomen looks good. You saw the underbelly was painted, and you got little hairs drawn on there. She looks really good. Great detail and paint, you know. If you don't like the kind of blocky design of these figures, that's, you know, that's just a personal taste thing. Normally I'm not one for blocky figures like this. They almost look like super souped up Lego minifigures, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. But you got Titanosaurus. He's got some straight up abs. Look at that. I like his face. Looks kind of like a horse though, but I actually think it looks pretty good, honestly. It's got, that's a nice texture. That's not painted on. That's actual texture. It's painted on the arms there, but it's a texture on the hands and body, which is real nice. Also painted on the legs. And he's painted all over, toes, everything painted on him, even his teeth, as you can see, which is quite nice. So that's pretty cool. His stand doesn't want to stay in for some reason. And Bloom Gigan, my favorite Godzilla kaiju. Nice slit eyes there, beak and all. The gold and green look magnificent. Buzzsaw, you got his claws here, scythe hands, his big old hooks. The wings actually look pretty good. His tri-wing looks dope. It's even got little gold tips painted on them. And then his little tail coming off of him. And lastly, we have Godzilla here. Yes, this is the first Godzilla Minimates released. He's kind of got a dopey looking face, in my humble opinion, but whatever. It doesn't really bother me because I kind of just, he's a Showa Godzilla, really. He's got his big old round spines, his tail there, and he's all painted up, and he has texture on him too, lots of lines and stuff. There's his kind of breastplate, lines drawn on his legs. It looks nice. These figures are actually kind of nice. So now let's check out size comparisons. Our first size comparison for our Minimates is, of course, other Minimates. Yeah, so here's our Series 1 Godzilla Minimate set with the Series 2 set, which, as I mentioned, includes Atomic Breath Godzilla, Jet Jaguar, Mecha Godzilla, Showa, and Hedorah, who I shouldn't have to say Showa for, but Showa. Anyways, they scale perfectly. They are just grand. I really think that both sets are quite cool. And, yeah, so I do think that they look great together, and I'm sure the third set will look just as wonderful. Now here they are with some Gashapon-esque figures. From the Shogoken collection here on the right we have Kiryu, and from the Pack of Destruction from the 2014 Godzilla movie, Godzilla here on the left. This one is custom painted by a friend of mine so that it has shiny blue spines. And I believe that there are reviews of both of those figures up already. So if you want to see that custom figure that you can only see on this channel, be sure to check that out. But yeah, they're obviously way too big for these Minimates. Here they are with some N.E.C.A Godzilla miniatures. I got one from each set to display with my Minimates right here. Here on the left we have the 1994-ish Godzilla, or Heisei Godzilla, from the classic movie set. And then from the 2014 movie set, here on the right we just have Godzilla. And they're too small for the Minimates. Here we have them with some other figures that I guess are kind of considered small. This one here on the left isn't really considered small, but it's the Ultra 500 series Jean 9. He's just small compared to most of my other Ultraman figures since I'm not a big 500 collector. And here on the right we have the Bandai Creations Chibi Gigan. So they're obviously way too small to fit in with Ultra 500 series figures, and they just don't fit in, period, at all with the Chibis. Not in height, not in bulk, not in design, not in anything. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Minimates Godzilla Series 1 set? It's cool. I like these Minimate sets. I really do. They come with 4 figures, which is cool. It's about $5 a figure if you reason it all out. And they are kind of pricey, I'll have to admit to you. Minimates are pricey. But if you like that kind of stuff, it's worth it. I like Godzilla stuff, so I figured, what the hey, I'll get the Godzilla Minimates. They're pretty easy for me to find. They're at my local movie stop. I've never seen them at Toys R Us. Not Godzilla ones anyways, but I've seen lots of Minimates at Toys R Us. Tons of them. And there's lots of exclusives for Toys R Us too. Not Godzilla ones yet, but exclusives. And the sets are great about splitting them up. Because you can see we got the 2 quote-unquote bad monsters on the left and the quote-unquote good monsters on the right. So you can have, they have enough evenly split team battles. And the second set was like that too. Jet Jaguar and Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla and Hedorah pretty much. So you get lots of mix and match options because of removable parts and etc. So if you want to create your own kaiju, you can do that. That's a pretty cool feature. And I really can't wait for the next set. It should be really cool. And I didn't show these guys with the old Pack of Destruction from Bandai Creations because, one, those figures aren't with me here in my hobby shed. I got some, they're just kind of spread out everywhere throughout my collection, but not here. The one place where it would be nice to have them for a size comparison. But I don't remember liking the scaling. I think that they might have been a little too small. And also, these Minimates are really blocky. They're blocky figures. They're supposed to be kind of blocky. That's part of their style and charm and stuff. They're minifigures, kind of like Lego minifigures or Mega Bloks minifigures. They're just collectible minifigures. That's what these are. If you like collecting minifigures, this might be a line for you. It's an expensive line, but what minifigures aren't? So all in all, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars, honestly. The thing really holding me back on it is kind of the price, and I'm not worried that they don't really go with anything in my collection because they go perfectly with each other and you get 4 a pack. So as soon as you get them, you already have a bunch of stuff that they scale well with. So yeah, because you can see that they obviously scale well with each other. They come with those stands. They're cool figures. They're cool little figures. So yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. But that's it for today, you guys. Just remember, rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And once again, 4 out of 5 stars, as always, and I'll see you all later.